Oh, I hope that's decaf. We wouldn't want that little bundle of joy you're carrying to vibrate its way out of the womb. I can't wait to pinch those Quartermaine cheeks.
So, if there's nothing else...
Is everything okay?
Jason, what a wonderful surprise.
What are the cops doing here?
Leaving, actually. Feel free to look around the grounds.
Thank you, Dr. Quartermaine.
What was that about?
Well, someone called in an anonymous tip about gunshots on the property. I think it's just a prank because I've been here all day and I haven't heard a thing. So, what brings you here?
I need to talk to you about Sam's baby.
Out on your own. Shouldn't you be accompanied at all times?
Steven's just making a call. He'll be along shortly.
Yeah, well, he better hurry up before I call those guys with big old nets to come and get you.
That's no way to speak to family.
No, you're not my family.
Okay, so we never spent Thanksgiving Day together.
And we never will.
That baby you're carrying is still my flesh and blood. Whether it was fathered by Jason or fathered by Franco, doesn't matter. After all, they're both my cousins.
Is his grandfather here?
Well, he was supposed to be here. We were going to have a day together, and all of a sudden he decided he had to go to the office. Why?
Well, I just, I kind of wanted to tell you both, but maybe it's better it's just you.
Well, what is it? Is something wrong with the baby?
No, the baby's fine.
Well, you seem awfully tense. It's not like you to be a nervous father to be.
I'm not gonna be a father.
Fear not, Sam. I promise to love your baby, no matter which of my cousins fathered it.
How comforting.
Some people might not be as accepting as I am. Some people might shun your baby if they find out it's Franco's. Is it? You could tell me.
It's none of your business.
Oh, I see it is. It is Franco's.
I never said that.
Your face did. And I think it's wonderful. We're gonna have a little art.
Shut your damn mouth.
What's going on?
What do you mean you're not going to be a father? You said the baby's all right.
It is all right.
Well, then what's going on?
Are those cops gonna come back here?
I don't think so. I don't think they're going to find anything. Like I said, I'm sure it was just a prank. Now, what is going on?
What I have to tell you, it stays between us.
Side.
Shh. What is it? Jason, we are family. You can tell me anything.
I'm sorry.
Look, whatever it is, it seems enormous right now. I can appreciate that, but it can't be that huge if the baby is all right.
The baby is okay.
Well, then what is it?
The baby isn't mine.
Language, Sam. Think about the impressionable mind you're carrying.
Something wrong?
No, we were just talking about the baby's daddy. And I was just going to say that...
Heather was just talking about how this baby was going to make us one big, happy family.
That's all?
Yeah.
Hello? Hang on. It's the hospital. Don't go anywhere.
What's the matter, Sam? Why don't you want Stephen Lars to know that you're going to bring a little baby Picasso into the world? I know. You're afraid Jason's going to find out.
No, you're wrong, actually. Jason knows everything. I just don't think the whole world has to know right now.
On the contrary, I think you should be shouting the good news from the rooftops.
Oh, okay. Fine. While we're shouting about Franco, why don't we include the bit where you sold him out from under his unconscious mother the second he was born? How do you think Steven's going to take that news?
Probably about as well as Jason took the news that he wasn't your baby's daddy.
The paternity results prove that the baby is Franco's.
Oh. Well, I have to say, I know what it's like to be on the receiving end of a betrayal.
Sam was raped.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Franco followed us to Hawaii for our honeymoon, and He drugged me, he drugged Sam, he put me in this room with the TV. He made me watch.
Oh. Well, this has got to be killing you. How long have you known that the baby wasn't yours?
I pretty much just found it.
Well, now I know why you were so worried about telling Edward. I mean, he's just been relentless about wanting another great-grandchild.
Edward will still be getting his great-grandchild.
You know,
No way that Franco is your brother.
Got the DNA from the FBI. The test results match. He's my brother.
Well, Susan Moore would not have given up a baby of Alan's in any
Susan
way.
passed out. And when she came to, Franco had already been sold off.
Well, still, you can't just have a stranger come into a delivery room and take a baby
It wasn't
out.
a stranger. It was someone who was with her the whole time. Somebody that Susan trusted. It was Heather Weber.
Some people read palms. I read faces. And those frown lines of yours, they tell me that Jason wasn't too happy when he found out he wasn't the baby's daddy.
wow, you really are psychic.
I know it's not what you wanted, but it was bound to happen. You reap what you sow.
Excuse me?
You really think you can run around breaking promises and not face any consequences?
What are you talking about?
You didn't deliver my letter to Stephen Lars, and you promised to. Maybe this will teach you not to break a promise to me.
If I were not pregnant, I would kick your ass right now.
You better watch your step, Missy. Cross me again, you'll regret it.
Fucking crazy.
Don't call me that.
Then stop acting that way.
I would never hurt a pregnant lady, but you won't be pregnant forever.
Okay, fine. You can keep making threats. It's just one more thing that I can add to the list to tell your son.
Oh, what else is on the list?
Well, let's see. The truth about Jason and Franco.
I thought you wanted to keep that under wraps.
Jason is going to tell the Quartermains everything if he hasn't already, and I'm sure he's not going to leave out the bit about you, the black market, and the baby. What do you think your son Stephen Lars is going to think about his mother then, huh?
Sorry about that.
Oh, it's quite all right. Sam was just inviting me to her baby shower. I'd love to come. Thank you so much for the invitation.
It's nice of you.
Yeah.
Anyway, I gotta bail. The hospital needs me.
Oh, of course they do. It's quite all right. We'll live for another BLT.
I'll put you in a cab home.
Thanks so much. I'll see you at the shower. Oh, I just thought of a brilliant baby gift. Finger paints to encourage its artistic sensibilities.
Look, this is an awful lot for you two to deal with. But I think that you and Sam can find a way.
We're not together right now. Yeah, we really haven't had a chance to talk about anything, any alternatives, adoption, but she wants to keep the baby. I'm just afraid that every time I look at it, I'm gonna see Franco.
Are you sure that you and Sam are over?
And she needs me to promise to love this baby and be its father, and I just can't.
When Alan brought you home, well, no, actually, when Alan installed you in the gatehouse, I would have nothing to do with you.
I can't blame you for that.
You were living proof of just how flawed and fragile my marriage was. How completely Alan and I had failed in our marriage. And I didn't want to have anything to do with you. I wanted you out, done. Until I held you. Until I held you, I looked into your eyes. And all that resentment, all that hurt, all that anger, it just disappeared.
It's different.
Is it? Jason, you were innocent. Alan and I definitely were not. You had done nothing wrong, except you were just a part of Alan. And I realized that no matter what, deep down in my heart, I loved him more than anything. So how could I possibly love you less?
I gotta go.
Jason, don't you think you can find it in yourself to do the same?
I don't know.
Well, I think you owe it to you and to Sam to find out.
Oh,
You here for a bite?
I'm here for you,
How did you find me?
Molly.
Of course.
She's not exactly shy about telling me where you are.
Do you get these updates often?
I thought you should know that I told Monica. You know, just about the baby and about everything.
How did she take the news?
It was really hard.
Yeah, I can imagine it's a lot to take in. Do you think she's gonna want to know the baby?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, that kind of doesn't surprise me, though, because, I mean, you are not her biological son, and she always loved you, so.
Yeah, she said something like that.
Okay, I will make sure she has a relationship with the baby if that's what she wants. Because not everyone does. To pick up Molly.
Another childbirth class?
Yeah,
How's that going?
not bad. I mean, as far as coaches go, she's a bit intense.
I can imagine.
Would you like to join me? Yeah. Jason, I can't stop thinking about Monica. Raising you and loving you when you could have easily been this reminder of Alan cheating on her.
It's just different.
Yeah, I know it's different. But she made a decision. That she was able to look at you as a baby and see you for yourself. And see a little bit of Alan in you, maybe even a little bit of herself. Does anything I'm saying right now change anything for you? I know you can learn to love this baby, Jason. I know it. I just need you to believe that too. I don't want to push you. But I don't want to lose you either. We can be a family, Jason. I know we can. Please just...
Excuse me, I'm with the Port Charles
I'm
Press.
sorry, we're kind of in the middle of
Would
something.
you like to comment on a story
Why
we're
would we
about
want
to
to
run?
comment?
Come here. Jason and Sam are taking some time apart. But it doesn't mean they don't love each other. And it certainly doesn't mean that Jason's ready to move on.
Do you think they'll get back together?
I hope so.
Me too. That's just so not fair. Jason's not the baby's father.
What?
Oh no.
Oh, what? What do you mean Jason isn't the baby's father?
Well, I thought you knew the whole story.
Start talking. Now.
Oh my God. Who told you this? Where did you get this story?
I'm sorry, I can't give up a source.
You're not printing this.
It's liable.
Not if it's true, is it? Or are you telling me this baby isn't Franco's?
What is wrong with you? Our personal lives are none of your business.
Franco was a prominent public figure, a well-known artist. I mean, his work was in the collections of several major museums. And he was an alleged serial killer. Now, the fact that his legacy lives on not only in his work is extremely newsworthy. So unless you'd like to go on record and refute the story, you can keep that copy on the house.
I'm so sorry.
It's not your fault.
Oh, I know, but I knew this would come out eventually. I just didn't think it would come out like this.
You should go. Molly's waiting for you.
Thank you.
You proud of yourself?
What are you talking about?
You want to come at me? That's fine, but you leave Sam out of it.
Are you suggesting I sold your wife out to the papers?
Why wouldn't you?
Yes. When I come after you, it won't be through the tabloids.
You know, this obsession you have for taking Sonny down, is it worth trashing Sam's life?
I didn't do a thing to Sam.
You went at her when she was most vulnerable.
Went at her?
Yeah, you made her talk.
I didn't make her do anything.
And then you threw it back in her face.
Have you run this little theory about your wife?
You need to find a better way to retaliate.
Retaliate for what?
I found that bug you planted as payback, right?
That would never involve Sam in my investigation.
No, you needed a way to get to Sonny. And now you found one.
I did. But it's not Sam. I'm gonna use you to take Sonny down.
Now, how is it possible that Jason is not the baby's father?
Because I was raped. Franco raped me.
You're Sonny's buddy, right? His enforcer, maybe the closest thing he has to a brother.
What's your point?
My point is, we all know how far Sonny will go when he thinks he's protecting one of his own. You're his weakness.
I don't need Sonny's protection.
Not yet.
Throw whatever you want at me.
When you get in trouble, Sonny will be there.
And that's when you swoop in for the kill?
Kill's kind of a strong word, but, yeah, pretty much.
Why?
Why what?
What, there's not enough crime in Pennsylvania? You said you came here to get justice for that guy and his daughter. Sonny was acquitted.
Doesn't mean he's innocent.
Sonny was shot in the arm that night. There's no way he could have taken 2 tires out on a moving car with a 9mm, and he never would have planted the gun where it could be recovered, especially in his girlfriend's office. Sonny was framed. If you were any kind of cop, you would realize that by now.
It's not about that. It's never really been about that. Sonny has other crimes to answer for.
Why do you have to be the cop to make him answer?
With Sonny, it's personal.
Hey, I'm okay.
Now, months after the fact, I wish you had told me.
Yeah.
I don't think I could have stopped it, but I would have been there to support you.
No. Mom, I wanted to keep it to myself. You know, because I wanted to put it behind me. I mean, Jason and I just wanted to move forward, and then I found out I was pregnant.
And then you were all over the place because you didn't know who the father was.
No, I mean, we did. Or we thought we did, because when the first test came back, it was that Jason was the father, and I can't tell you I have never felt relief like that in my entire life. But then we found out that Jason and Franco were brothers.
Twins.
I know. I mean, so then, you know, we didn't know. obviously, during the first test to test for it. So we had the second test done, and then it came back that Franco was the father.
Jason must have been insane.
Oh, Mom, he didn't know. I thought it was going to be hard enough to tell him that Franco was his brother. I just wanted to be able to reassure him without a doubt that this baby was definitely his, and I couldn't do that.
I'm so sorry.
When Jason found out, I don't know, it was that he hit a wall. The baby is a constant reminder of what Franco did, and he doesn't want to have anything to do with it. Here. Thank you. I wanted to tell you. I really did. I don't know. I didn't want you to have the thought of...
Of what?
I didn't want you to think of me as damaged, Mom. I know.
You look at me. You know what I see when I look at you? I see someone who is so beautiful and so strong and so courageous, who went through something really horrible, and you did it with grace and you did it with dignity. Nobody looks at you and thinks you're damaged.
I don't think that's what people are gonna say when the article comes out.
What article?
I don't know how it happened, but the press got a hold of the story and they're running it.
What? Who?
I don't know, Mom. I don't think it really matters. Because by this time tomorrow, everyone's gonna know that Jason's not the father, and Franco is.
I'm kind of surprised Sonny didn't fill you in. I thought you two shared everything.
Well, I know something happened in Atlantic City.
That'd be an understatement.
That's why you sent him the article. You think he's responsible for that woman dying.
That woman was my sister.
You're not.
You know, it just gets kind of old. Watching Sonny walk, time and time again.
Maybe he's innocent.
No. He's got you to hide behind. You know, he sits back in his comfy office. He sends out these orders to all his minions, and you guys carry it out. And you're very good at what you do. I see a lot of arrests, only one prison term, and you sent yourself there to protect Michael.
You threatening to send me back?
I already told you I don't make threats, but that's what it's gonna take. You see, before you came along, Sonny had to do his own killing. And he wasn't nearly as efficient at it as you are. My sister's death, very messy and very public.
You have no proof Sonny killed your sister.
You know, all this talk is cheap. All right, I'm gonna put this out there once, and we don't have to bring it up again. I'm gonna get what I need to take Sonny down. It'll be a bonus if I use you to do it.
Just try, okay? Whatever you can do. And then call me back as soon as you can, all right? Thanks.
Well, that didn't sound good.
Well, it wasn't, because Diane doesn't think she can keep the story from running.
Okay, well, we know it was a long shot.
She also said to tell you how sorry she was.
Wait, if they're really gonna print this story, it's gonna be pretty big news. I mean, Franco is a famous artist. It's gonna be online.
Oh, I should probably call Christina so she doesn't hear from anybody else.
Yeah, well, good luck getting a hold of her. I don't remember the last time she called me back, let alone answered the phone.
I can try. I'll call her dorm room. She picks up sometimes when she sees it's me.
Great. So she doesn't pick up when she sees it's me?
I'm gonna do it. Hi, this is Sam, Christina's sister. Is she around? What? Well, do you know where? Okay. Okay, thanks.
Talk about something not sounding good.
Christina left school.
What do you mean left school? For the weekend?
No, for good. She took off her stuff.
Wait, do you think the story already leaked on the internet? Maybe Christina saw it and freaked.
Apparently, she left weeks ago.
Weeks ago?
Yeah, that's what her roommate said.
Well, where did she go?
I don't know, Mom. No one knows.
Tracy Morgan,
Yeah.
Beecher's Corner, Police Department. I need you to turn around and put your hands behind your back.
What's this about?
You're under arrest for the murder of Robert Frank, a.k.a. Franco.
All right, Luke.
Got here as soon as I can.
Christina's missing.
What does that mean,
It means we
missing?
can't find her.
Well, I called Christina's dorm, and her roommate picked up and said that she left school weeks ago, and no one knows where she is.
How could you let this happen? I thought you had somebody watching her.
Hold on, okay? You told me that you wanted Christina to have a normal college experience, so I backed my men off.
Well, yeah, Mom, Normal isn't really walking around with bodyguards.
All right, I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna have.
I don't mean to take it out on you. I'm just nervous.
I'm gonna get my people on right now.
Fantastic. While you're doing that, I'm calling the police.
Whoa, whoa, Mom. The police? Why?
Do you have a better idea?
I don't know. For all we know,
We
Christina
don't know.
could just be...
For all we know, we don't know anything. We need to organize a search party for your sister.
Don't bother. I'm right here.